everyone, I'm Volha, an engineer who loves turning chaos into clarity with Notion. And today I'm showing you one of my favorite templates, Meet Journaling Pro, my all-in-one Notion system for reflection, habit tracking and time tracking. Now updated with powerful analytics, colorful calendars and automations that work for you every single day. If you ever tried journaling, tracking habits or logging your time, but give up because it felt messy, inconsistent or boring, this is going to change everything. Let's take a closer look at this template. The links in the description. This is not just a journal. This is a fully structured, data-driven reflection system. You get 6 ready-to-use pages, so you never start from a blank screen. Morning page, daily journal, weekly, monthly, early reflection, and your Odyssey plan for long-term vision. Only the daily journal is connected to analytics, and it's now captured far more than words: mood, physical condition, energy level, productivity, stress level, sleep hours, menstrual cycle, illnesses, tasks for quick filtering later. Alright, here's how the Journaling Pro template works. The system is built around 3 main databases. Below them, you'll find dedicated sections for journaling, time tracking, habit tracking, and early analytics. Next are mini calendars for your journaling and habit tracker. They show the current month, for example August, and how many targets you've completed. For habits, you also see the monthly average completion rate. Each month also has its own analytics card. It analyzes your daily journal entries, habit tracking, and time tracking. It counts your entries, tracks any logged illnesses, calculates total hours, gives you a monthly star rating, and even suggests what to improve this month or next. These 3 analytics cards plus your main journal data updates automatically. No manual work needed. Just add entries and everything refresh in real time. There is also a time progress widget. Days passed this year, days passed in the current month, days passed in the week. Databases page. This is the master storage for all template databases. Never delete it or the template will break. You can change layouts, views or styling anywhere else. Just keep the database intact. Today view. Here you'll see your 3 main databases filtered for today. Journaling shows today's entry, date, type, and a formula-based daily summary. Grateful today, a quick list for what you are grateful for. Habit tracker, check off completed habits. Time tracking, list today's tracker activities with start and times and total minutes, all calculated with formulas. To change these values, you need to open the page. To make this super quick, each section has preset buttons. For journaling, instantly create a new daily journal, weekly reflection, monthly reflection, morning page, etc. with 2 days date pre-filled. For habits, mark individual habits as done or hit all habits complete to instantly set everything to 100%. For time tracking, choose from the pre-made activity buttons, work, learning, sleep, etc. Simply press the button for the activity to automatically start tracking time. The end button stops this activity. If you have several activities running at the same time, pressing end will stop all of them at once. And that's the foundation, a fully automated journaling, habit and time tracking system that updates itself every time you log something. Scrolling down, you will see mini views for each main database. Journaling starts with a week-style calendar, then a month-style calendar, a gratitude list filtered for the current month, and a by task view showing this month's entries grouped into tasks like creativity, balance, self-discovery, and more. When you fill out a journal entry, you can assign these tasks. Below that, these month's result charts available on Notion Plus and above. Visualize your mood trends, productivity, physical condition, stress level, sleep hours, and which tasks you use this month. Essentially a full monthly analysis panel. We'll go deeper into how each section works a bit later. For now, I'm just walking you through the home page layout. Next is the habit tracker. Today view for quick checkoffs, week calendar, card view for this week, card view for the last 4 days, full calendar without filters, charts showing your weekly percent, monthly percent, and even early habit completion trends. Then comes the time tracker, unfiltered week and month calendar, color-coded by whether an activity was planned, blue, or unplanned, no color. 2 collapsible sections for stats and results, by week and by month. Each time period has table, board, and timeline views. 3 charts by category, total activities, total duration per category, and planned versus unplanned split. Next, we've got this year's analytics section, the final part of our dashboard. After this, we'll dive into each category in detail. It starts with journaling. Here you'll see all the mini calendars for the current year, filtered by year. Each calendar shows how many pages you create in each month and which type they were. The color coding makes it easy to spot. Morning page is yellow, Odyssey plan is red, daily journal is green, weekly reflection is pink, monthly reflection is purple, and early reflection is blue. If you had multiple entries on the same day, for example a morning page and an Odyssey plan, that day will appear brown and be marked as multiply. These multi-entry days are also counted separately. Below that is this year's analytics chart, showing trends in mood, productivity, physical condition, stress, sleep hours, and tasks used, all filtered for the current year. Next is a habit tracker. Again, we start with mini calendars for each month, showing how many days have entries. Below, you'll see your monthly average. They automatically calculate competition percentage for the month. Based on this percentage, you'll get tailored advice. You'll also see your monthly results. Finally, there is a single chart showing your habit competition trends for the year. There is also early time tracker, which looks just like the previous ones but with a filter for the current year. And this where our dashboard ends. From here, we'll move on to an in-depth look at each main category: journaling, time tracking, habit tracker, and analytics, and how each one actually works. So let's talk about journaling. In this template, we have a main database called Journal, which includes several types of entries: daily journal, weekly reflection, monthly reflection, early reflection, morning page, and Odyssey plan. If you want to customize these settings for yourself, I wouldn't recommend changing the color too much. The colors are linked to calendar views, so changing them might mess up the visual organization. But adjusting the structure is easy. To do that, open the database, find the entry you want to customize, and click the 3 dots in the upper right corner. Then select Edit. First, keep the Date Today property. It automatically sets the entry date when you create a new page, but you can always change it manually later. The Entry Type property lets you choose the type of journal entry you want to create. Inside the Content section, you'll find properties like mood, physical condition, energy level, productivity, stress, sleep hours, menstrual cycle, and illnesses. If some of these don't apply, for example menstruation tracking, you can delete the property by clicking the Fix dot menu next to it. Likewise, you can add or remove any other property as you wish. There is also a tags property where you can assign custom tags for easier filtered later on. Plus, there is Filter Media section if you want to add photos or other memory to your entry. At the bottom of the daily journal template, you'll see a home page button to quick return to the main dashboard after finishing your entry. The template includes presets prompts like "What I did today," "A moment to remember," or "What made you smile." This helps you avoid starting for a blank page every day. The habit tracker database is linked here too, filtered automatically so 2 days date. If you want to write entries for previous days, you can change this filter manually. The Things to be grateful for section duplicates the daily gratitude entries. You can add existing gratitude items or create new ones right inside your journal page. The core of the journal is divided into 3 reflection levels: what I did today, how I felt, next steps and actions. There is also a section with 1 question for myself and additional reflections. One important part is how Notion calculates your mood and productivity over time. It uses separated databases that assigns numerical values to each mood or productivity level. For example, happy might be +2 mood points, while sad could be -2. You can check and adjust these values in the supporting databases like mood journaling, productivity journaling, stress journaling, etc. This system lets your journal data feed into graphs and charts automatically, so you get real issues, not just raw notes. Now let's talk about the Habit Tracker page. The Habit Tracker uses a database called Habit Tracker Pro. To customize your habits, open an existing habit page or go to Edit, Customize Layout in the database. Then, in the Daily Habit Properties, click Properties to rename your existing habits to whenever you want. If you want to add or remove habits, it's easy. To delete one, click the 6 dot next to the property and choose Delete Property. To add a new habit, click Add Property, choose Checkbox, name your habit, and you're done. Here's the important part. Whenever you add or remove habits, not just rename, you need to update the progress formula. The progress counts how many habits are checked. Click the progress number to see the formula. If you removed a habit, delete the corresponding line in the formula and change the total count number to your current number of habits. For example, if you have tracked only 3 habits, change the number from 5 to 3. If you added habits, copy one of the existing lines, paste it below, and replace the old habit property with the new one. Make sure all habits properties are listed in the formula and update the total number accordingly. That's it. The rest updates automatically. You also see buttons for your daily habit. If you rename habit properties, remember to update the buttons' names too. Click the gear icon on the button, then rename it exactly to match the habit property. If you delete a habit, just remove its button. If you added one, duplicate an existing button. Change its property to the new habit and set it to checked. Finally, don't forget to update the All Habits Complete Today button. Click the gear icon and make sure all habit properties are checked in its formula. Remove any properties that no longer exist. That's everything you need to customize your habit tracker. There is also a special page called Buttons, where all quick access buttons are collected. Perfect for fast entry from your phone or just quick navigation. There is organized into categories: journaling, habit tracker, and time tracker. These buttons are built with the sync blocks, which means you don't need to update them everywhere. Just change the button once on the buttons page and it will automatically update across all other pages where it's used. The last section is Analytics, organized by year. Right now, there is data for this year. But going forward, the system will automatically create a new year with up-to-date analytics. Here you can see all the mini calendars for journaling and habit tracking, very similar to the main dashboard, but all combined in one place. Plus, it includes detailed analytics for each month, showing all the calendars sorted by year. Even though we already have powerful automatic analytics built into the template, just like before, you can still use AI to analyze your entries, plan ahead, and improve your life. For a detailed walkthrough on how to export and use AI with your journal, check out the video linked in the description. Thanks for watching! The template link is below. If that was helpful, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. See you soon! Bye!